Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got to talk about a couple different Eagle-related topics. Of course, it's the Philly Talk podcast, but there's a Cowboy player, Demarcus Lawrence, sharing bold Eagles take. We got to talk about that.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today, we got some things to talk about. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that bell so you know when we drop videos like today, go live like yesterday, old school style. Shout out to everybody who joined. And we drop YouTube shorts. I got one coming out tomorrow around 12 o'clock. But we got to talk about this. And when I seen the article, I just had to tweet it on Twitter by saying, football season needs to hurry up. I see Cowboy fans on Twitter 24/7 saying delusional stuff. Now, Demarcus Lawrence ain't delusional, but he's feeling some type of way because he was talking trash last year when we beat him up for the first time, right? It was the Cooper Rush game. We won. Devontae Smith did what he needed to do. So did A.J. Brown at times. But at the end of the day, Demarcus Lawrence was talking about there's nothing special over there. They thought they could win with Cooper Rush because at that time, nobody scored more than a touchdown on that defense. So he was talking trash, and he got put in his place. He hasn't really got a sack or anything crazy on us in a minute. But anyways, Cowboys Demarcus Lawrence shares a bold Eagles take written by Zach W. on Yardbarker. Dallas Cowboys defensive end Demarcus Lawrence sounds confident America's team can become this season version of the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles that played in Super Bowl 57 this past February. These are Demarcus Lawrence's exact words. I don't feel like it's a huge gap at all between the Eagles and the Cowboys, Lawrence said. During an appearance on the AP Pro Football podcast shared by Grant Gordon of the NFL website. Now, it goes on to talk about how close they were, blah, blah, blah. But this is what he says again. I feel like it comes down to certain details, Lawrence continued. Not just the scheme, but also your locker room. I feel like through this time right now, when we head to training camp, that we made those adjustments. We learn those different things that we need to learn about our teammates so we can finally fully function the way we should out there on the field. You couldn't put it together last year. You needed another offseason with some of the same guys. Mike McCarthy. I mean, Dak missed 5 games. You only added a wide receiver and a cornerback. You're running it back. What more chemistry do you need? The so-called Eagles were the team that got this free agent and this free agent and this free agent. And we were the guys that needed to have a year together. So if you're saying the Cowboys are deadly because they got another year together, which they've been together for a minute now, well, this Eagles team is even more deadlier than the well-put-together roster in 2022 that got some time to marinate. And oh, by the way, we got these Philly dogs. Go get your Philly dog hat or shirt. Link will be in the description, and you can find it in the comment section, pinned to the top. I'm telling you, they fire. We got Midnight Green. Also got Kelly Green. And the shirts, check them out. But anyway, some friendly competition talk, I guess, right? Demarcus Lawrence talking about his team. And, of course, AP Pro Football Podcast is going to ask about the Super Bowl NFC representatives, especially because we're in the same division, especially because the rivalry sells, especially because if the Dallas Cowboys do want to get over the hump, they're going to have to go through us, not in the regular season, but in the playoffs. Last year, that could have been the NFC Championship matchup, but they failed to make it to the game. We came to the dance. They didn't come. Don't get mad at us. We were at the dance. But it's interesting that Demarcus Lawrence is the one saying it because he was the one talking all that talk about their defense and the Eagles didn't play defense like this and blah, 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 blah. I can't wait. 77 days till football. And again, it's stuff like this. But look, I'm not even going to lie, though. Shout out to Foots the King. He does great content as it pertains to Cowboy stuff. But he be talking a little spicy on Twitter. So he said he put a picture of Mazi Smith, their first-round draft pick. Great player, but I can't wait for Mazi to punch on Jason Kelce. Football season can't get here fast enough. He doesn't mean punch. He means football punch, meaning he's going to bully Jason Kelce. Now, Mazi Smith's a big D tackle, but nobody bullies the little big dog. So when I seen this, many hours later, all I did is remember one YouTube short that the Kelce brothers posted of Jason Kelce's laugh. And I quote tweeted Foots the King thing with this. Punch on Jason Kelce? Listen to this.
I'm gonna murder you! I'm gonna murder you!
I didn't know the I'm gonna bleep and murder you part was in there until I found it. I just wanted to do the Jason Kelce laughing at the fact that he thinks Mazi Smith's gonna bully him. Now look, every player loses a rep. Lawrence Taylor, the greatest defensive player and offensive player, they lose a rep. But bully, the majority of the time, you will not. He will not. So I had to put that up there. It's being shared a lot, and his laugh is contagious. When I posted it, I sat there and watched it like 25 times. Follow your boy on Twitter, at Philly_Mike25, to talk that talk. Now, I spent way too much time on the Cowboys. It was good. Had to get that out there because of the Demarcus Lawrence stuff. But let's look at the 9 Eagles that landed in the top 100 according to CBS. Now, CBS is ICBS, as LB would say. But they got 9 players that made the top 100. That's 9% of the best 100 players are Eagle players. Let's look at it. Now, my whole thing, when you see where Jalen Hurts is ranked, I want to know how many quarterbacks are in front of him. If you know, I haven't researched that, according to CBS. Let me know in the comment section. But the first one, they got Lane Johnson at number 18. They got Jalen Hurts at number 31. They got Jason Kelce at number 42. They got A.J. Brown at number 47. Jordan Mailata at number 60. They got Hassan Reddick at number 64. They got Devontae Smith at number 69. They got Landon Dickerson at number 77. And they got Darius Slay at number 96. Let me know how you feel about that whole ranking system in the comment section. And again, it's not position by position. It's top 100 overall players. I understand if they're going to rank some defensive ends and corners and stuff higher than quarterbacks, but I just want to know how many quarterbacks were in front of Jalen Hurts and blah, 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 right? How many centers were in front of Jason Kelce? How many tackles were in front of Lane Johnson, right? That's my whole thing. But still, 9 players in CBS's top 100. I'll take what I can get, right? And to finish this out, if you were in the live stream yesterday, right? We talked about this topic for a while, the linebackers being in 31st out of 32, according to Pro Football Focus. But I'm really, every day that goes by, I'm starting to be a believer. I'm starting to be a believer in Christian Elliss. I said this a couple videos ago. I said this in the live stream. We've seen this story before. I'm not saying he's going to be TJ Edwards, but he has the opportunity to replicate the TJ Edwards story. Undrafted guy, sat behind linebackers, played a little special teams, got his chance and balled out. So far, so good. Picks Jalen Hurts twice in OTAs. Played a lot with the first team alongside Nakobe Dean. Played a lot with Nakobe Dean on special teams. Young, hungry, and ready to go. If he can't do it, then we need guys like Nicholas Morrow or maybe a Davion Taylor to step up. But more and more, I'm becoming a believer in Christian Elliss. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We at the 10-minute and 31-second mark. Drop the muscle emoji off GP if you got nothing to say. But I didn't want to spend too much time on the Cowboys. I only wanted to talk about the Demarcus Lawrence quote. But then I started thinking about when he was talking about, oh, the Eagles never seen a defense like that when we played them Cooper Rush style. And then I forgot about the whole Jason Kelce thing on Twitter. I did that last night and reshared it this morning. But the laugh is crazy. Let's watch it one more time. That junk crazy. I said, Mazi Smith punched Jason Kelce?
I'm gonna murder you!
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, Eagle Nation. I go by Philly Mike. Please help your boy out and hit that like button, subscribe. And again, you do want to catch the YouTube lives, turn notifications on. We go when there's no content, and we go even harder when football season comes. And if you are new and never saw a live play-by-play with Crown Rizzy as the Eagles get busy, you got to be there. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.